This is part 5 of my pitch accent video series. If you haven't watched these videos yet, please check out at least the introduction first. The link in the description. Let's talk about pitch accent rules of compound nouns. First of all, what is a compound noun? Let me briefly explain it to you. A compound noun is a noun that is made up of two or more different words. For example, 春休み. This word is a compound noun because it is made up of 春 plus 休み. I want you to pay attention to how the compound noun is pronounced differently when the two words are combined. If you simply combine the two words and keep their original pitch accent patterns, it sounds like 春休み. But this is not how you pronounce the word. It should be pronounced 春休み. Why? Because one of the pitch accent rules of compound nouns applies to the word. And in this video, we are going to talk about the pitch accent rules of compound nouns. When you learn pitch accent rules of compound nouns, it's important to pay attention to how many moras the following noun has. Is it more than 5 moras? Or is it 3 or 4 moras? Or is it just 1 or 2? Depending on that, different rules apply to compound nouns. First, let's take a look at the first case. It's hard to find a lot of frequently used compound nouns that have 5 or more moras in the following noun. Take a look at this example word. I mean, you'll probably never use this word in your life, but because of the same reason, you'll never find how to pronounce this word in your pitch accent dictionary. So it's worth learning the rule because you can apply that rule to other compound nouns that have 5 or more moras in the following noun. Alright, this compound noun is made up of kaminari and 注意報, and it is pronounced 雷注意報. Why? Because when a compound noun has 5 or more moras in the following noun, the first part of a compound noun becomes unaccented, and the following part keeps its original pitch accent pattern. In this case, kaminari becomes unaccented, and 注意報 remains the same. That's why it is pronounced 雷注意報. Let's take a look at another example. This word is made up of 原子力 and 委員会, and it is pronounced 原子力委員会 because the first part becomes unaccented and the following part keeps its original pattern. 原子力委員会. Next, let's take a look at the second case. When a compound noun has 3 or 4 moras in the following noun, the first noun becomes unaccented, and the accent falls on the first mora of the following part. Take a look at this example word again. This word is made up of 春 plus 休み, and 休み is a 3-mora word. When these two words are combined, the first part becomes unaccented, and the accent falls on the first mora of the following part. So this word is pronounced 春休み. Let's take a look at another example. This word is made up of 早稲田 and 大学. And 大学 is a 4-mora word. So the first part becomes unaccented, and the accent falls on the first mora of the following part. And it is pronounced 早稲田大学. What about this? This word is made up of 結婚 and 記念日. And 記念日 is a 4-mora word. If you follow the rule, it should be pronounced 結婚記念日, right? But in this case, it's actually pronounced 結婚記念日. Why? When the compound noun has 3 or 4 moras in the following noun, and if the following noun is a middle-high pattern word, the following part keeps its original pitch accent pattern. Kinembi is a 4-mora word and also a middle-high pattern word, right? So when they are combined, it's actually pronounced kekkon kinembi. I can go a lot deeper on this, but I think it's already complicated enough, so I won't go any further. But keep in mind, there are still some compound nouns that don't follow the rules I mentioned. Lastly, let's take a look at the third case. In many compound nouns that have 1 or 2 moras in their following part, the accent falls on the last mora of the first noun. For example, hifukai. This word is made up of hifuka and I. As I said, the accent falls on the last mora of the first noun. So when they are combined, it's pronounced hifukai. But in the third case, some compound nouns become unaccented altogether. Hifuka is one of the examples. Also, in some other compound nouns, the accent falls on the second to the last mora. Minshu is one of the examples. Again, it's already complicated enough, so I don't get into it. Keep in mind, even if you don't remember all the rules I talked about in this video, you can find many compound nouns in your pitch accent dictionary as a single noun. So don't get too serious about all of these rules. When you run into a compound noun that you don't find in your pitch accent dictionary and you don't know how to pronounce it, then come watch this video again and check which rule I mentioned in this video can apply to it.